Thanks for saving the day, Tricia.
That's right, no worries.
It's always, we know that the Brits are always ready to
That's
step in.
right. The little flags waving.
Is it okay to video this
Yeah,
and use
fine.
it in the future for
It is,
teaching?
as long as you edit the Brit comment out.
No, I'm not going to do
Okay.
so. Okay. No, you can take the comment out of the Brit, but you can't take it out of the comment. So could you tell us what sorts of things have been happening for you recently that have been fun or enjoyable?
Moving into my new flat with my new flatmates has been very good fun.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. And was this, you've not done that before? Or is there something different about this or the different people?
It's nice because I've been travelling around for 2 or 3 months, and it was nice to know that this was going to be home.
Oh,
and
okay.
yeah, there are a couple of good people that I'm going to be spending the next few months.
Okay. What is it about them that makes them good people? What are good people for you?
Generous, smiley people.
Yeah.
They're happy in their lives. They were willing to welcome me into their home,
Okay.
basically. Give me some space to be me, which was nice.
All right. And is there something that you can speak about here? Do something about, maybe in hypnosis, that would be helpful?
Yes,
Run
maybe.
out of problems? Or?
No, maybe just for me to keep being aware of the fact that they have been there for 2 years and I've moved in, so just aware of any problems if there are any, that
Okay.
you know, that we're not getting in each other's space, or
Oh, yeah.
I'm not doing something that irritates them terribly.
Oh, yeah. Okay. And do you have a particular way that you like to go into hypnosis? Is there a...
Yep, normally we
is there-
take our glasses off, put them down there, and then just focus.
Focus?
Yep.
Okay. And perhaps you could take your time to do that, and you can focus more easily with your glasses off.
Mm-hmm.
It's an interesting...
That's Brits for you, hey?
And as you focus in whatever way you are, whatever that means to you, you might like to welcome that experience so that you can feel at home doing whatever is helpful for you. That's right. And as you're inevitably moving good towards that experience, you can settle into that. And as you breathe and as you continue, you can do whatever you need to do so that you can feel more and more at home in this experience with yourself. And you might like to take a moment to just notice how it is for you. In this experience for you. To look around in your experience and just see how your hands are, your legs, your body, your thoughts, your feelings. And to somehow allow yourself to be aware of how all of those parts of you can just settle in, and whether your body makes your feelings welcome, whether your feelings and your thoughts allow your body to settle, or whether it's your thinking and the way your body can be comfortable that can allow your feelings to feel welcome. I was in Hobart, as I mentioned the other day, and I hadn't been there for some time, 18 months, 2 years. And I was sitting down with those friends. and said, it's all that time since I've been here. And yet it feels like just yesterday. And that was on the Monday. I had a paper to present on Wednesday. By Wednesday morning, I felt I'd been there for years. And it seemed that the closer that time came, the slower the time went. Yet there was something about that experience, about the people already in the room when I came into it, about the mood, about the relationship there, that it was easy to feel very much at home. And it also seemed easy to look around and see if I was going too fast, were their eyes getting too wide? Was I going too slow? Were they looking sleepy? To somehow fit in. And I wonder how, in other situations, in other places, you've been able to fit in with other people's situation. In other situations where you've been able to let someone else fit in with your situation. And how, when that happens, it can seem to take such a long time. Until it happens, then it's as if that time just disappears. So what have you found helpful yourself in other situations of fitting in or helping other people to fit in? Is there something you can say about that? Don't need to speak, but I was wondering.
Paying attention to people's needs.
Hi. How do you do that?
Usually by looking, and if I'm not sure, asking. Is there something they need?
Yeah.
Is there something I am doing or not doing?
Yeah.
Or something that I've done that they may have misinterpreted, say the washing up.
Yes.
If I've done it all, do they feel guilty?
Yeah.
Do they think I was trying to make a point? Just,
Yeah.
explaining a bit about me and getting a bit about them back in return.
And you notice that sometimes that seems to take a long time. Sometimes it happens very quickly. And the time that it actually takes isn't necessarily related to how it feels differently on some occasions from how it actually is different for different people. On other occasions it can be so obvious or on other occasions. But there's something there. And I wonder if in your imagination somehow you could feel as if you have been in your new flat. However many days or weeks you actually have been there, if you could feel as if you've been there for such a long time, almost like you feel at home there, as if you belong there. Could you imagine that?
Yep.
How does that feel? To feel like you've been there, you know these people so well, you can read them, you can observe them, you can know how they can have certain areas where you need to be a little more careful, some areas where you don't. Kind of like a pair of shoes that you know how to put on that feels so comfortable. And could you imagine that learning has happened? And you're smiling?
Mm.
Are you enjoying that? Are you
Yeah.
welcoming that?
Yeah.
Are you letting that feeling feel at home in your experience?
Mm.
How long have you been in the new flat?
2 weeks on Thursday.
2 weeks on Thursday.
Mm.
So that's only 1 week last Thursday. And no weeks the Thursday before. And the Thursday after it'll be 3 weeks. And I wonder just how soon you'll lose track of how many weeks. And it'll just be, oh, that's where I live for the moment. Are you counting the number of weeks before you leave?
No.
No, why should you? It's so far away. Into the distance that you don't need to be bothered by that. You can start to think about that when the time comes, can't you? You can be unconcerned about that, can you not? Knowing that the time is just that. And also I wonder if sometimes you might even find some uncertainty, some discomfort, a slight awkwardness, and even make all those feelings welcome. And somehow when you feel some of those feelings or you notice them in other people, you could even smile within yourself at those all too human experiences. Do you know what I mean? Would that be okay?
Mm-hmm.
It's a relief to know that it can be okay. And as I mentioned before, and everybody already knows anyhow, that you can be sitting, and just like that clock the other day, in a chair, in a seat, sitting, listening to someone talk about a subject that is so unbelievably irrelevant that the time drags. You look at the clock and you think, is that a second hand or is that an hour hand? And that chair punishes you. You can't get comfortable in it. You can sit in the same seat, the same chair, and listen to something of interest, of relevance. And you look at the clock and you think, is that an hour hand or is that a second hand? The time goes so quickly. All you did was sit down, blink your eyes a moment or two, and already all that time was gone. And we've all had that experience of the way time is elastic, can be stretched, can be compressed. It's good to know that we've had that experience and we can make use of it. Don't need to know just how, you can. But you can make it welcome. Because you already are even more at home with that experience than you'll find out later, looking back, that you were. Now, you didn't really have a pressing problem. You didn't really have an issue that was requiring an urgent intervention. But it's good to know that you can find something that is real and relevant. And even though it's real and relevant, even though it's not urgent, you can learn something. You can discover something that you already knew. And you can, in some way, let you know that at the right time, when the time is right for you, you can make really good use of that learning. Because it's already an experience that you are very much at home with. It's already an experience that has been residing within you for a long time. And one that's very transportable. Now, some people say that a flat is a place where you live. Yeah, sometimes a flat is a stretch of land. Sometimes it's a way of speaking. It's different meanings. And the muscles of your face can be flat. As a way of letting you know that you feel at home in this experience. And I'm wondering if there might be something that you would like me to say, or something that would be helpful for me to do, or something that you would like to ask, or whether you'd like to just enjoy knowing. And I'm allowed to wonder. And you don't have to say anything. So perhaps you could sit there for a time, and just how long you sit there is very unimportant. Because you could be quiet for a moment or two, and you could feel as if you've been soaking that experience up, learning it, letting it settle in, as if it's been happening for hours. Because the actual time is very unimportant. All that's important is that you can learn what you need. And then when you know that you've done that, that's right. And you can move your feet. And your hands.
And my hands.
Yeah. They are able to be moved.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even though they were trying to convince you to the contrary.
Yes.
Where did you put your glasses?
Just down here.
Oh, right.
Thank you.
Now, how long does it seem that you've been sitting in that chair?
About 5 minutes.
5 minutes? Mm-hmm. Would it surprise you if it was 2 or 3 minutes? Would it surprise you if it was 2 or 3 hours?
Definitely.
Yeah, me too. So it feels like 5 minutes. What's your guess? You can be comfortable with that feeling. Yeah? It's okay to feel like it's 5 minutes. Have you got any other comment about the time? How long your guess is? Might be 5 minutes, I don't know. But what's your
I don't
guess?
know. Logically, I'd say 20 minutes or something.
Logically 20 minutes, yeah. It's good to have those two different experiences and know that they are both welcome. And you can be at home with both of them.
It's true.
Don't need to resolve them. You don't need to compromise. You don't need to say, oh well, 5, we're going to actually, 7.5 or 12 or something, I don't know. Anything more that you might want from this before we stop?
No, thank you.
Thanks for being willing to have the conversation.
That's
Trish.
fine. Thank you.